Hey coach, do you set take profit when you execute your position? We manage based on the previous swings, okay? So in this video, be clear that I'll be showing you the trade management and you have so much clarity on how you should manage your trade. Yes, traders, welcome back to the channel, and if it's your first time, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share the content that you find valuable in this particular channel. Now, there is a community member that asked me, my student, and there is good questions that I really enjoy reading them, and one of them was he asked me, hey coach, do you take profit when you execute your position, or do you just wait for the market to offer what is going to offer you? And I thought that this is something that I would also love to share with you. So in this video, be clear that I'll be showing you the trade management and you have so much clarity on how you should manage your trade using the method that I am using. So follow me along. Now, this is the trade that I'll be using because it's one of the trade that I took from last week, GBP JPY. And I thought that I could just give you some clarification on this particular position as an our example. Okay, the trade was executed on 15 minutes because that's where we can see the hover. So our entry would have been over there and our stop loss just above over there for something like 15 or whatever you would have set it that. Now, there are some set of rules that I need to really set the line on. Okay, now before you enter into the market, there are some few things that you really have to understand. When we are managing our trades, the first number one thing is that we manage based on the previous swings. Okay, those might be the highs or low, and then we manage also secondly using market structures and patterns. So I'll explain and demonstrate that in real time, but first I want to show you this theoretically. Taking an example, maybe the price just committed, okay, with an impulse to the downside, and it gives you the opportunity to enter by forming that particular continuation. Then this, taking an example, this was your entry taken on the third touch. Now, when you enter to your third touch, you just wait for the price to move first to impasse. Then once it impasses, is when now you move your stop loss to break even. Make sure that it's a clear impasse, and more often than not, it will be running roughly nearly 1% or maybe sometimes 1% point or 2%, 3%, but make sure that there's a great move from your entry point. Then from here you wait to see what the market will do likely next. If it's going to form a continuation again and then it impasse, that particular stop loss that was set on your entry point, you should put it above this area where the structure has been now formed clearly. Then afterward, you still wait to see what the market will do next. Maybe it will pull back, and then once it pulls back and impasses, you move your stop loss back to this previous pullback, and then the process just goes over and over again. Now I want to demonstrate that to you in this particular trade setup. Now you can see that over here we entered, or we were tagged in as shown from the H1 time frame, right? And then let's just forward the price a little bit forward. We would have seen this impassive movement. Then this impassive movement would be a good sign for us to move our stop loss to break even. So I would have moved my stop loss to break even. One quick tip: whenever you're moving your stop loss to break even, please make sure that you don't put exactly where you entered, but at least just below where you entered, because when you set where exactly you entered, you'll be tagged out with a loss. The reason being behind is that is the broker's charges. So make sure that you just put it just underneath your entry point so that you get tagged out with some profits, which technically will be just a break even. Then from there you have to wait and see how the market will be forming, and then we can see the market just impassed. So technically over here we are running nearly 3%. So in this particular time, you don't just leave the 3%, rather you have now to just lock in some profits within it. So from my end, or from my angle standpoint of view, I would have locked at least a half of that, or maybe 1.5 in this scenario. Okay, and then you just wait, and then after seeing something like this, you just need to wait because the price has just rejected over there. So you have to wait for a sign in price, and then we see something like this, price doing its things. And then from here we can see that price has formed this particular structure. So what we'll be doing over here is just waiting to see how the price is going to move from here, because once it impasses from here, we are going to move our stop loss to this particular area, because as for now our stop loss is at this particular area. So let's forward the price again forward, and let's see what would have likely happened. Now, have you seen the price has just impassed? So after impassing, you move your stop loss to these previous highs. So I would have moved over there, and I would have moved that particular stop loss over there. Let's now proceed. The journey continues. We would have seen something like this, experiencing a deeper pullback, and then price would have done something like that, meaning it has committed. So now you move your stop loss over here on this previous swing point. You lock in some profits around that particular area. Again, you just keep waiting again to see what the market will likely do next. And then from there you can see that we had some what we call market gap, but at this stage we would have moved our stop loss over here, just assuming that everything was fine, locked in some profit, and then we are waiting for the next swing area. And then at this stage we would have been tagged out for 5.8%. So that is how I normally manage my trade setups. So I don't want you just to lean on this, but always technically you just need to be very aware and mindful what the market is giving you, the message behind. But my message that I want you to give is this: just trade by trailing your stop loss and take advantage of those opportunities. The only time that I normally take profit is when I'm not able to be by the screen. Maybe I'm traveling or a little bit occupied by other commitments in the day. But other than that, this is how I normally use. This is where I gain the profits and being more relaxed by depending on what the market will offer me. So thank you so much, and do let me know in the comment section what was your major takeaway. And please, if you have any question, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section. I will help you to answer in one of my videos. And if you wish to join us as a 7 Principles FX community, our growing community, the doors are open. Just message me on IG and I'll give you further report. Until next time, God bless.